As businesses search for smarter ways to cut costs without cutting staff, the focus is shifting now to operations and the hidden experience behind tool overload and also inefficiency. Joining us here in the studio is Cassandra Gadoran, Director of Can Ticket. Great to have you here. Now, you've left Sydney and London and headed for Griffith to start your business. Talk to us about this journey.
Okay, so I worked in media and marketing for almost 20 years, not quite. And after living in London, I came back to Griffith in New South Wales. And since then, I had started a couple of different small businesses, but in particular, managing remote and work has been really difficult.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about SMEs, because that's what you focus on.
Yes.
A lot of SMEs have been under a lot of pressure, a lot of strain. Both, you've got the rise of AI, you've had rising interest rates, you've had post-COVID and COVID, you've got working from home as well. So many different challenges for businesses to focus on at the moment. Well,
I think what really it is the problem with the working from home and the hybrid model isn't about productivity for SMEs. It's how do you manage your clients, your projects, your team, your time, your expenses, your HR, your leave requests and everything else. And then with the AI overlap as well. So as an SME specialist, I would like to call myself, a lot of businesses have jumped on this train of buy this tool, get this tech stack, buy this tool. And they don't realise that's actually where they're losing a lot of their profit.
Yeah, it's so true. And also the inefficiencies of everything being so disconnected and trying to remember where things are, right?
Totally. So the term that's being used a lot on LinkedIn at the moment is called time leakage.
Yes.
And that's time leakage of the team, switching between tools. It's that time leakage of a business owner trying to digitally duct tape their HR to their project management tools. And that's what that's what I focus on.
It's so fascinating. I'm a business owner here at Ticker and have gone through this myself, this journey of constantly trialing new things and seeing what works and what you have to do and what you want to do, and cloud things and then pulling it back and bringing it back on premises as well. It is, in some cases, it feels like there's no one to get any answers from. It's all trial and error, and it's your time.
100%. So about 6 years ago, I spent $17,000 on software subscriptions to manage a hybrid team.
Yeah.
And I looked at the inefficiencies, I looked at what my team said about switching tools, and then I went, there's actually got to be a better way to do this, because a lot of the tools are designed for enterprises, they're not designed for SMEs. And that's the challenge, and that's what we are fixing.
It's really interesting. You touched on something there I want to bring you back to, which is the staff feedback about all of this as well, because from a manager's perspective, it can feel quite isolating and you're on your own and you're walking down that path in the dark, hoping to be doing the right thing. But the feedback from, I guess, the user perspective of your staff saying, this doesn't work for us, or this is too slow, or this is too cumbersome, or the problem that we're trying to address isn't being fixed by this. Talk to us about that.
Well, actually, one of the things that highlighted is we were using a massive enterprise tool for a couple of years. And then I had a team member go on holidays for 2 weeks. And she came back and she said, I need a day to retrain on how to use this. And as a business owner, you're like, I've already done your onboarding and training and paid you to do this. So that's when I was like, this doesn't work. What do we need to make it work? Because nobody likes being asked, what are you working on today? So we took away that. We took away all of the things that annoyed them. They also just want to get paid on their hours they do. And when you work in HR and accounts or in SMEs, when you change in your hats, chasing timesheets is extremely painful.
Yes.
So by integrating everything into one system, they're happier because they know their work they get done, they get paid for. HR accounts are happier because they don't have to chase them, because if their timesheets are wrong, they don't get paid.
So Can Ticket, you built it without any startup funding. You've rolled up the sleeves, you've gone down that path. I always love that look. You looked to the skies to say, how did I do it? How's it been? How's the journey been?
It's been tricky, that's for sure. I was an accidental SaaSpreneur. I didn't know what SaaS meant. There was a whole lot of acronyms when I started my first incubator, and I was like, I just need a dictionary for the terms. But it's been a really interesting journey, working with the right types of teams, pitching it, working with the right types of businesses, tech stacks, and then troubleshooting and finding bugs, and then finding a better way to do things. You don't learn until you use the tool yourself as a user rather than as the founder.
Now you've got a roundtable in Davos and also expansion in Southeast Asia. Talk to us about that quickly.
Yeah, don't worry. So in 2 weeks, I'm off to Davao in the Philippines.
Davao, not Davos. I've got it Davao, but I thought it might be Davos. There you go.
No, after the Philippines. So in Australia, we outsource a lot of our work to other countries to fulfill. A connection and another connection worked out what I was up to. They invited me to come to present at this summit in 2 weeks.
Nice.
So there's about 2,000 VA, BPO agencies going to be there. And I've just met all of the big players last week, and they're all like, wow, a tool designed for us.
What's your message to other small business owners, SMEs out there from your experience? What's the last thing you'd like to leave people with?
Okay, we've just finished tax time. Have a look at your P&L. Have a look at how much money you're spending on software subscriptions. Ask your team if they're using the tools that you think they're using, and get their input and see what they're doing wrong. And if you're not tracking time, do you even know if your projects are profitable?
Yeah, well, very much so. And I think these days a saving is as good as an increase in revenue. Cassandra, really appreciate your time. Thanks for dropping by, Ticker.
Thank you.